Good evening. Zooters presents 40 plus 2.0 RMB Strikers versus the Mavericks. Mavericks would be batting first. So, invariably, whichever team wins the toss over here on this ground decides to bat first. And that's what has happened. Mavericks have won the toss and have decided to bat first. Mavericks versus RMB Strikers. They are a good team. RMB Strikers have had success in this tournament, won their matches very comfortably. Oh, this is nicely bowled. Such beautiful outswinger this guy has. Natural outswing bowler and makes a lot of use of the new ball. Zooters present 40 plus season 2.0 has been a wonderful tournament in which we saw fluctuating matches. One of great comebacks from Just Cricket, in which saw Just Cricket just lost a match, very close match against Ace Cricket Club. This is what he does so very beautifully. Aditya, he makes a very good work of the new ball in his hand. Generally bowls the first 3 overs up front and then comes in to bowl the last over. But all his first 3 overs or 2 overs, whatever he bowls with the new balls, have been immaculate, right on spot. One of the most consistent bowlers when it comes to line and length in this tournament, Aditya, and bowls it naturally. Nice rhythmic run up and beautiful outswinger. That's nicely done. That's how you get off the mark. Punched off the back foot into the covers. A good start by Anuj. Siddharth would come on strike now. The Mavericks have had not that kind of good start. They had a loss some days back. They need to make up for it. Mavericks. They are a very strong unit, RMB strikers. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. Consistently, he would get that. And the best thing about him is he will just do that. Not a lot of like big banana swingers or something. Just enough to beat the batsman. That is so good to watch. He's one of the most consistent outswing bowlers. I would say the bowler, you won't be calling him like in that mode, Glenn McGrath mode. Glenn McGrath is too big a man to be compared with, but still in that kind of mode where he just puts the ball in the same area again and again, and that's nicely done. That's what I said. Absolutely. Oh, this is not good work by the fielder, but great running by Anuj and Seth. Remember, this is 40 plus tournament, and these guys are so very fit. Karan comes in, Sachin comes in. So score after over number one is both the batsmen on one. Two for no loss is Mavericks. It's a 20-over encounter, 2020 match, and Shwetal has had a good tournament. A mixed bag, I would say. Oh, this was so very low. He had to bend down to get that one. That was almost a few inches to the ground. But the best thing is, very few teams have kept the slip fielder. This is one of them. RMB strikers have been successful. They have won both their encounters, and they have a very strong set of players. This is nicely done. The sweeper does a good job, but throw perfect, but running between the wicket better than that. So the score is 4. 4 without loss. Uh, So that is nicely done. So the score moves on to 5 now. Both the batsmen looking good. Oh, that's nicely done. Using the soft hands, and they are running for almost everything. That's great to see. It's not always getting boundaries and sixes. It's getting those singles also. The score is 6 now. We are into the second over. Mavericks, unlike the previous encounter, have got off to a safe start and they would like to consolidate. Oh, that's nicely done. So with the single, the score will move on to 7, 7 without loss at the end of 2 overs. So 7 runs on the scorecard, 5 of this over. Sid on 4, Anuj on 2, and 1 run in the form of a leg by. Once again, Aditya comes in. Aditya has been good. In fact, he has been one of the most immaculate bowler when it comes to line and length. And just look at the swing which he takes. And he has tried all outswingers. Look out for the ball which comes in also. That even he does that. He hasn't used it as such, but just have a close look at him. Oh, this was pitched up. Oh, this is not good fielding. Generally, it's a that is great running. Remember, these are 40 plus guys. They're not teenagers anymore. Only two fielders or two players who are 33 plus are allowed to play in the playing 11. And Anuj and Sid have been electrifying when it comes to running between the wickets, and the understanding between both of them has been perfect. Anuj and Sid. Sid, oh, that's nicely played. Look at the variation in the pace even. The previous ball was flighted, maybe pitched up slightly. This one was bowled quicker. Generally, he is not the one who relies on pace. He is the one who actually concentrates more on the swing and the length. Yeah. And ask the wicketkeeper to stand a little further. I think he would go for a bouncer, maybe. Let's see. Oh, that is nicely done. He got some swing as well in this one. So he's doing something in the air, and he also getting some purchase of the wicket as well. Swing and seam for this opening bowler. He has done well. So that is nicely hit. And the fielder, unfortunately, does not support his batsman, bowler in fact, and that's the first boundary. Aditya won't be happy. In the previous match, when he bowled, he did not concede a single boundary until in the fourth over. And the fielder for a change, Shwetal, his opening partner, lets one go through his legs. Score is 13 now. Oh, that was across the line. Just as you hit one boundary, you always get that impetus, or you always get incentive to hit a back-to-back boundary. Prithvi Shaw does it. Even if it's 3, he would like to have a fourth one. Even if it's a fourth, he wants to have a fifth one. Such kind of fellow is. He's not the traditional guy who, after hitting a 6, would take a single and go to the other end. He would keep on hitting boundaries. Last ball of the third over. Oh, that's nicely done. That's what he's good at. So score at the end of over number 3 is 13-6 of this over. Oh, this is up and over. What a shot. This is how you score boundaries, not of the misfields. What a shot this is. A shot of authority and a shot which would take the innings ahead. A shot which would give an impetus to this innings. And this is what Mavericks want. They would like to have a big score against a strong team which has chased down 200, which has chased down 189. They would like to have batsmen scoring those big shots. And in fact, they've chased down the big score in the previous match in just 15 overs. So that was so good to see. So a team which is very, very high scoring, and the team which is on the attack, this is across the line, that is outside the off stump. Good decision by the umpire, completely negates it. Remy Strikers chased down a big score in just 15 overs and 5 overs to spare. That was somewhere around 190. 17 is what the score is. RMB Strikers versus Mavericks. Mavericks, they have started off really well today. One shot of authority in this first over, and the batsman's looking good. But that's down the leg side. Umpire, yes, after a small deliberation, decided to give it a wide, and that's the right call. With this wide, the score will move on to 90. The Aussie umpires generally they have a small leeway when they have some balls which they for like pitch on the middle stump and they just go close to the pads. They are the ones who are courageous enough to give the ball as a fair ball. That very few umpires have courage to do that. Anything now the leg side is considered as a wide. Oh, that was in the slot. Wasn't able to time that one. With the single, the score moves on to 19 now. 19 in 3.3. That's a good start. It's a safe start. Remember, these are the first 4 overs of power play, after which 2 overs you can take from lower number 11 to 20. In fact, the 19th and the 20th would be the last you can take. 19 for no loss. We are into the 4th over. 3 balls of fielding restrictions. They should at least get 1, if not 2. 2 would be fine. Oh, he tried to go for that one. Invariably, team scoring 70 odd in the first 10 overs maximize and get it to 120 plus in the next 10 overs. That's what happens on this quick outfield. And where you can get the 4th or the 5th bowler on which you can capitalize and get most things. It's not only 4th or 5th bowler over in these circumstances, maybe the 6th and 7th bowler as well, because there are a lot many bowlers who will be queuing up to ball. And you can get in the opportunity there because 3-4 are the ones who complete their quota. Oh, that's nicely. What a shot that is. You may feel the ball may have not gone to the boundary, but that was a very good shot. On the back foot to create that kind of impact on the shot, it's not easy. The score is 22 now. If they happen to get a boundary, they would be quietly confident that they have got a good start. So Anuj is on 9, Sid is on 11. Both the batsmen enjoying batting on this beautiful ground where we have a very, very lightning quick outfield. Mumbai, almost all grounds are famous for lightning quick outfields. Wankhede, it's a 6 hitting ground as they say. This is a boundary hitting ground where you can place the ball well and the ball will race away. So you'll get good value for your shots if you time the shots well. And the outfield, the grass is little less as compared to the previous years. We had very lush outfield and the ball used to travel slightly lesser. And this is how, this is the first wicket. What a good catch that is. And that man, he does not go anything go, even when he's on duty and also when he's doing his duties behind point. That's nicely done. So wicket falls on the last ball of the power. Anuj gets out after a good start in an attempt to get a boundary, gets out in the last ball of the power play, 22 for 1. So that's the first wicket of the last ball of the power play. The man who got the first catch comes into bowl now. He was looking good, was the opening batsman, but got out and gets the run-up play. That was his first attempt which he gave, first chance which he gave to the opposition, and he was pouched. Pouched by the man who has the ball in his hand now. The man who took the first catch will have the opportunity to bowl the first over after the fielding restrictions. This tournament has been brilliant. We saw Praveen Tambe playing in this tournament. We also have seen Sarfaraz's 100. We also seen Sachin's brilliant innings yesterday. That was the best innings of 40 plus, I would say. It wasn't a century, but that was as good as a century you could see. All wonderful, beautiful shots. And that guy comes in to bowl. And he was, oh, this came in. And when he had the ball in the hand, he wasn't that successful because in that match he went for a lot of runs. But here, it starts off brilliantly. The length, I would say, slightly short. But that's the double-edged sword where you cannot pitch the ball off. If the ball is in the half, they can smack you. And look at the swing which he gets. The bowler who was bowling out swingers Aditya, and this guy out after a in deeper, he bowls out swinger, but he's penalized for giving that width. Good shot that is. This is what happens when you try a lot of things. This guy, that's the only thing with him. Someone like Ajit Agarkar. Ajit Agarkar was the one who could swing the ball both ways. Ajit Agarkar was the one who could take a lot of wickets. He had good pace. He had a lot of talent, but he could leak few runs in an attempt to take wickets. Probably the most underrated bowler ever of Indian cricket. He was better than, I think, it's an understatement, he was better than most his opening partners. Javagal Srinath, Venkatesh Prasad got all the accolades. But if you talk about taking big wickets, Ajit Agarkar was top over there. First to get 50 wickets, fastest 50 wickets. First to get fastest 100 wickets, fastest 50 was scored by him. For a long time he had that record. So he was very underrated because he was bowling against Wasim Akram, Saeed Anwar, Saeed Anwar and Sanat Jay Suryas and Kalu Vitarna. So he was one such bowler, Ajit Agarkar. Sachin is such kind of bowler. He will bowl with a lot of pace and he'll give you that width, and he would be expensive like this. Someone like Ajit Agarkar. So that would be two wides. Ajit Agarkar, if you remember the spells he bowled in Australia against Justin Langer, invariably in every match it got him LBW. One of the best bowlers. Of course, alumni of Rupa Rail, and he was really good. Vicky is the new man. Who would be on strike? The left-hander comes on strike. This is what the left-handers do. They would like swap all the fielders around. That's the reason people don't like left and right hand combination. Lots of headache for the skipper and the bowler to do. Score is 29-29 for one. Vicky to face Sachin's third delivery. This is what he do. He is a trier. And this will just race away towards the point. What a way to start. First ball. Width outside the off stump. And this is what you get. Just off the middle of the bat. Nice placement. You don't have to hit the ball, butcher the ball, massacre or hit it very hard. And the ball, which looked very innocuous, goes for a boundary. That's what I said. This guy was brilliant yesterday. Was man of the match a couple of days back on a Sunday. And today, he has leaked a lot of runs. That's how he started with the ball in hand. He wasn't successful with the ball in hand. But with the bat in the hand, he was just explosive. He starts off deja vu, the similar pattern which he started the other day. Gives a lot of runs. This is down the leg side. Not a good day for the cop. White ball. But if you consider all the 40 plus bowlers, probably the bowler who bowls every ball with the same zeal and same pace is this guy. Also Vikas Singh, he is brilliant. When you look at Vikas, he'll bowl every ball with that pace. He would not go for those slower ones and all. Even this guy, he would go for a bouncer even. But bouncer is not allowed in this tournament. That would be declared as no directly. Umpire slightly lenient towards it. That was close to being called a wide. That would have been still a longer over. This has been a big over till now, both in terms of number of balls being bowled and also number of runs being scored. 2 wides, 2 boundaries, 11 runs. In fact, 3 wides. This is nicely done. Vicky, he was in good form the previous match which he played in the other competition. Continues his form. The Mavericks, who are not on the good side of the result in the previous match, have started, in spite of losing the first wicket, they have done well. They looked more solid in this match. They have not taken the match to the horns literally, but they have done well. Siddharth comes on strike. Sid, gains of 15 of 16. He looks assured. In fact, both the opening batsmen were looking good. Anuj and Siddharth. Oh, that's nicely done. What a shot that is. That will race away. Oh, and he has put the big foot, but that's nicely done. Both the boundaries, just pure timing. Just off the middle of the ball and just use the pace of the bowler. And they are hitting against one of the fastest bowlers of the tournament. So nicely done. Using the pace of the bowler and using opposition's USP for their own benefit. So 16 runs in this over, 38 for 1 at the end of over number 5. Oh, this is nicely hit. The ball is racing towards the covers just for a single, but Vicky has looked so much assured in this innings. He has just faced 4 balls, but every shot of his has been a shot of authority. 39 for 1 is what the score is, and Mavericks are having a good time over there. They're just enjoying the cricket, and that should be the main thing about the tournament, let alone anything in your life. Whatever you do, you should enjoy it. And today they don't have certain things in their mind that they want to bash every ball or something. Just go there and enjoy the beautiful surroundings, enjoy the perfect ambience to play some top class cricket. You do not have 10 times better facilities than this, maybe a little bit more in your international events even. In fact, this ground is as good as many international venues all over the world. What do you want to have? A good ground, you need to have a good wicket, which we have. We need to have a fast quick outfield, which is there. We need to have basic facilities for playing cricket, which they are excellent over here. So the pitch and the ground, the two important basic ingredients, are top class, and also the lights are top class. So a perfect feel for you to have some top class cricket, and that's what we aim at. That's what people aim at. That's a no ball. I think the umpire is just stretching his right hand. Yeah, that's a no ball. Different signs in cricket. The right hand is always used to denote a no ball. Yeah, one umpire who was unique in giving all his decisions. What's the man with the R3 at is the man from New Zealand. He was unique. Also, David Shefford, he was no more. He was brilliant. Simon Tuffle, of course, the umpire who got the best umpire for 5 consecutive years. He was brilliant, retired at an early age of 41. Oh, this is up and over. This is over the covers. And will it race away, bisecting the two? There's a fielder over there who will do his job. A couple would be easily added. So with this brace, the score moves on to 42. 42 for 1. We are into the 6th over. They are going good. They are going good. Siddharth and Vicky. We need a good score against this very strong side who chase down big scores like just squatting off a fly on their plateau or something. They just do it so easily. This is nicely done. This is good cricket, but I thought they would be going for that single, playing with soft hands. Fielder over there was alert. Shwetal, he fits in everywhere. Like this match, he hasn't taken a lot of wickets, In fact, the first wicket which he got, he hasn't bowled that economically, but he bowls the ball in the right areas. That's the best part about Shuttle. And that's an inside edge, and that will race away towards the boundary. Yes, 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 it will. So with this boundary, the score moves on to 46. A fortuitous boundary for Sid, but he won't complain because some of his good shots have gone directly to the fielders. So you need to have some luck at times going your way. That's some fortune for the opening batsman. I don't know what Sid is complaining about. कोई बात 46, the last ball of Schwettel's over. This over has been the one in which he has conceded a few runs. Other than that, he has been very good. 8 runs in this over, 2 for 13, 1 for 13 is figures for the beginning of this over. And this is what you get after getting a 42 boundary. This will, no, there's a fielder, Karan. He is the fastest, I would say, the quickest fielder of the tournament. He's very real quick. And take my word, Karan is going to take some blinders in this tournament. That's my prediction. And hope my word comes true because he's a sensational fielder. The score at the end of over number 6 is 47 for the loss of 1 wicket. So 47 for 1. Siddharth is enjoying and having a great time. That is what this tournament is all about. Have fun and play some competitive cricket. These are 40 plus guys, and this guy is a brand ambassador of 40 plus tournament. Look at this guy, Sachin, a cop who is just brilliant. He is one of the top players, top all-rounders of this tournament. He's right on your screen. I think he would be one of the top contenders to be the player of the tournament. That kind of impact this guy has on this tournament. In those two matches, he has shown his class. And he is a trier. He has gone for plenty in the first over. Second over, he has come with the same heart. Yeah, good work. That's what I was talking about. He's a brand of this tournament. Very few fielders would have gone to that left side and stopped that. And he does not the one who will be going with wise foot all the time. This time it was necessary. That is the reason he used his big foot. Otherwise, he would bend down and stop that. But all accolades to Siddharth even. He has met fire with fire. He has played some brilliant cricket. And all good shots. One except for one inside edge which went on for a 4. He has played some good shots. And he's looked apart. He's looked solid. That's good to see. Oh, this is the first ball which is unplayable of the all 7 days. This ball, even Sachin Tendulkar would have faced it difficult to handle. That was a deadly outswing. Maybe a small crack over there. At times it can happen. It's a very true pitch. Does not happen a lot. Why this can happen? Because this guy can put a lot of effort. That's what he does. Oh, he tried a slower one just as to appreciate. He bowls. That's why I call him the Ajit Agarkar of this tournament. He will go for all his experiments. After bowling those beautiful outswingers, why would he go for that slower delivery? He tries to do everything. 50 up, 51 for 1. That's our score is in 6.4 overs. So that's good going. 40 balls and 51 runs. That's not bad at all. And they need a lot of runs like this. They need to be patient. They need to be working hard against a very solid team. And you never know when you have all big stars. If they get Sachin out quickly, and if they happen to have Naved out quickly, they do not have Sarfaraz today. So they are in with a chance, but they have some good batsmen. Take my word, this is a very, very strong team. Also, Ajay Kadam is one player in this tournament who is a fantastic wicket keeper. We have Vikas Singh, and we have this guy who is brilliant to watch. The man on your screen bowling the second over. This is nicely done. This will race away towards the cover. This would be very difficult to stop. There are 2 fielders just for that shot. A good shot just for a run. Aditya does his job over there. So with the single, the score will move on to 52. He has conceded 5 related compared to the previous over which he bowled where he went for plenty. This is not a bad over, except for that juicy full toss which he bowled on the leg stump. His all other balls have been right up over there. Score is 52 into the 7th over, somewhere close to 8 runs per over. They would be quietly happy with it. 7.45, 7.75 maybe. But that's good. Not bad at all. So this is a good launch pad. From here, they can go on and get some good runs. Last ball of the 7th over. Vicky, who has looked solid, who has looked good, gets to face the ball after a long time. Oh, that is so nicely done. This is just caressed. People hit the balls, this guy just caresses them. Oh, that's so nice. So good to see a batsman who is in good form, not trying to overhit the ball but time the ball. The score at the end of over number 7 is 53 for the loss of the opening batsman Anuj. See this on 7. I beg your pardon. See this on 20, 31 and Vicky is on 7. So Vicky has had a good time in the 5 balls which he has faced. Karan Tandon comes into ball. Oh, that's outside the off stump. Umpire would declare. Invariably, first ball which Karan Tandon ball in his first match after 6 years he says he has played. First ball was a wicket. After that he bowled 12 wide balls in the 2 overs which he bowled. Next match he came, the first ball was a wide. Third match he comes in, again the first ball is a wide. So a bowler who is slightly wavered, maybe he does not warm up that well or he finds his rhythm little late. And when he gets it right, he can bowl some good balls. That's what he is. In the previous match, when he came to open the innings, he hit a 6, he hit a boundary, and he was out. Short and sweet, and he was back into the hut. That's what he does. With the ball in hand, with the bat in his hand, he just goes for some action. Quick, short cameos, comes back. But he's a brilliant fielder. Take my word, he's one of the best fielders of the tournament. And he would give you the best moment of the tournament. Take my word, he is going to give you the best catch of 40 plus tournament. And the way he runs and goes for those diving stops, I don't think there is any other fielder in this actually set of players who are playing 40 plus tournament. Current Tandon man from Bandra. That's outside the leg stump, and that's a big inside edge. That was way outside the leg stump. Every time the ball pitches out the leg stump, it cannot be out. Karan is not happy, but that can happen as a bowler. Every time the ball hits the pad, you feel that's plump out. That was at least a foot outside the leg stump. A right decision, right call. Karan is completely flummoxed. He's not happy. He said, not again. But that was a good call. Easy call, in fact. You may feel the ball is going to crash into the middle stump, but the fact is, you do not understand at times where the ball pitched. Every time he pitches out the leg stump, the LBW completely goes out the equation. That's what they say. 55 for 1, 8th over. Siddharth. Karan Tandon. He has bowled well, has begun well for a change. Generally, he gives a lot of runs in his first over. But today, after bowling that first ball wide, he is right on spot. So finally, Karan getting his mojo right. He was out of competitive cricket for a lot of years, but still he has great cricketing skills still intact. Oh, that is bowled in the right areas. This is what we call the bowling to the tram line, to close to that wide mark. And this is ideal line which we call, just to keep the batsman honest and quiet. Karan is doing that great job. Score is 55. He has bowled a brilliant over, just conceded a single in this over. Oh, that is nicely bowled. Equally well played. Siddharth has looked good. He is all set for a nice 50. And if he goes on, he can score somewhere close to a 70 or a 80. That would be good for his team. You don't need centuries in T20 cricket. We don't need individual glories. Those cameos win it for you. That's what Dinesh Karthik did yesterday. Those 40-50 runs can just prove to be as good as centuries. No point getting a century like Rahul and losing. It's always good to have some short cameos of 30-40 runs and winning the matches. 30s are the ones which are considered 50s. Vicky comes on strike. He has looked so assured. I don't think he has played a dot ball. He has maybe a couple in this over. Oh, this is a brilliant ball. This is a ball of the day. What a ball that was. Pitched and just ripped off. The score at the end of over number 8 is 56 for 1. Brilliant first over by Karan. Just 2 of his over. Oh, that wasn't a good shot. That's the first shot which he has not played correctly, and that is a he has penalized for it. He gets out, and he would be very happy. Alok, very first ball. Every time you bowl the first ball and you get wicket, this is what he did in the previous match as well. Alok, he got the wicket in the first match over which he bowled. Here again, he comes into the ball and he gets the wicket. He played, was looking so good, Siddharth. He was all set for that 50. He gives it away. That's the first bad shot he played, and he gets out. So the bowler who bowls the ball with round arm action, just like Chris Harris used to do of New Zealand, just like Virat Kohli does of Indian cricket team, he bowls with the same action, the round arm action. Very few bowlers try and do that. And in the previous match also, he got the wicket of the very first over which he bowled. Here, the very first ball which he bowled. In fact, it was the first or the second ball which he bowled. He got the wicket in the previous match. Here again, the man with the golden arm comes in and gets a wicket. Look, this is so good. This is like tasting success and getting the promotion in the very first year of your appointment. That's how you feel when you get a wicket of the first over. Oh, this is an in deeper and two balls, two wickets. That was a beauty. That remained low, but that was a beauty. And one of the very better batsmen actually. He played really well last match. He gets out. He was had a very good performance both with bat and ball. Manoj, the previous match he played, this time gets out on a blob. So two balls, two wickets. All rounder who played well in the last match gets out of the very first ball, and the new man would be going on an hat trick. So two of two. This is awesome. It's like a Bitcoin, this kind of a player. Generally, people call very precious gold dust. We say this kind of player is a Bitcoin where you get two of two in the very first balls which he has bowled. Both of them have got him. First wicket wasn't that good. The ball wasn't that good. In fact, a short ball outside the off stump, and the batsman just gave it away. This was a brilliant ball. Generally, he takes the ball away. This came in, and they have got a slip, and they have got two fielders closing in. In fact, he has got super 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Z security for this guy. Almost like the Home Minister of India, Amit Shah batting. See how many fielders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patrolling him, and all of them almost hugging him. So this is not day 5. This is not last wicket. This is not Ashes, England versus Australia. This is 40 plus Zooters present 40 plus season 2.0, and Alok and RMV strikers are looking for a hat trick ball. Let's see. Oh, that was right on spot, but nicely played. Nice way to get off the mark. Piyush gets off the mark against uh, Lord Pennyfielder. Naveed over there is traditional cap, white colored. Naveed Sharif and Karan Tandon, two very close mates. Guys who enjoy, have good time off field. On field also, these two guys are having a great time. 57 for 3. The start was looking so good. 53 for 1 after 7. And all of a sudden, Alok comes in and picks 2 wickets in 2 balls and just destroys the good start. And not to forget, Karan Tandon's over. Generally, is the one who leaks a lot of runs and gives the impetus and momentum to the other team. This time around, he just gave a couple of runs. And the very next over, Alok comes in. People find him leisurely pace, nice pace. You can hit him. This is where you go wrong. This is what he does. A bad ball and gets a good wicket. This wasn't a great ball at all. In fact, that was a poor ball and a good batsman getting out. Vicky, he was so good in the previous match. This match gets out against a very, very poor ball. So 3 wickets for Alok. Everything what is touching is turning out to gold now. That was a bad ball, getting a big wicket. So 57 for 4. RMB strikers are striking from all ends. So the wicketkeeper takes the first catch, then he cleans the batsman, and the next catch he gets out. Mayur catches him at point. So 2 bad balls getting 2 important wickets, 1 good ball getting the batsman claim. Siddharth would not be happy because he gave away his wicket after playing so well. He should have stayed there. So 1 brings 3. Rajiv Shah comes in. He needs to stay there. He played well in the last match when she played. And Alok, very innocuous looking bowler. He will entice you with those lollipops. Gets the wicket. And all of a sudden he can bowl that booming in swinger. Last ball of I beg your pardon. Fifth ball of a very, very enterprising over. This is not good. This would be the first wide of his over. That was close to the tram line. He's not happy, the bowler, Alok. But I would, if I am Alok, I would be very happy bowling one more ball in this over. The way he's bowling, he's got every opportunity to pick wickets now. That was a close one. A right call. So fifth ball. See, that wasn't a good ball. That was meant to be hit hard. A young umpire, Gopal Krishnan sir, and he's officiating from Sumaya Hospital End. 58 for 4 is what the score reads. Brilliant. Last ball of the 9th over. Mavericks. Oh, he bowls a slower one. And that is down the ground just for a single. The score at the end of over number 9. 1 to 3 wickets in this over. 59 for the full loss of 4 wickets. 3 for 3 is on what Alok's figure. He looks very happy. Every reason to be happy. 59 for the loss of 4 wickets. Mavericks in a lot of trouble again. Yeah, Karan Tandon comes in to bowl the second over. Just gave away a couple in his 1 over. Yeah, they need a lot of this. They need a lot of this. Singles, doubles. Karan Tandon was look good. Oh, that's down the leg side. Good work by the wicketkeeper. Ganesh has looked very athletic in both the matches which has played. Brilliant work. He saved 4 runs for his team. But with that wide, the score will move on to 62 now. I beg your pardon, 61. Piyush. Just let it go. That's good batting. When the opposition team is right on top, we have lost bunch of wickets together. 3 wickets in fact in the previous over. You need to stay there. Just calm things down. Wait for your time. Bite some overs. And then you can go for your big shots. Oh, that's outside the off stump, and that's rightly called a wide. 50-50 decision, but going the batsman's way. Little harsh, but that's fine. He has been consistent. Those lines are just for the umpires wide. So two wides, two consecutive wides. So 63 for 4 is what the scoreboard grades, and this is what Karan does. He is the man with a big heart and gives away a lot of high wide balls to the opposition and just consolidates their score at times. Oh, this is short and wide, and this is hammered into the point region. What a good shot that is! And this will race away towards the point boundary. Fantastic hit. Good shot by Piyush. The left-hander making full use of the width on offer. Short and wide with the angle. Banged. The left-hander just love this. And every time a left-hander hits those shots, they look elegant. And we haven't seen a more elegant batsman than David Gower. He was so beautiful when he used to play those shots. One of the most elegant left-handers to have ever played. Ganguly was known for his offside play, but David Gower was of different level. Also, Yuvraj Singh, he looked amazing when he used to play those big shots. Oh, this is what Karan is all about. If he hit them boundaries, he'll fight fire with fire. 67 for 4 is what the score rates. And Karan Tandon, very enigmatic character, just like Ajit Agarkar, as I said. He will give you that mixed bag. Some good balls, some bad balls. Oh, ball with a lot of effort. Nicely played by Piyush. This is good contest to see. It's not always one-way traffic which you enjoy. You need to see some fire between bat and ball. That's what we are seeing. The bowling team was right on top, but the batsmen have come back well. Straight to the fielder, just for a single. Score at the first half of 20 overs is 69 for the loss of 4 wickets. Runs are fine, but wickets 3 too many. 69 for 4. Football is a game of two halves, they say. Even cricket can be put down and broken down into two parts for a 2020 match. First 10 overs and the next 10 overs. Generally, a cricket match is broken down in various segments. People break it that way: 6 overs, then the next 4, then the next 6, and then the next 4, just for the scoring patterns which they observe. Or they say over number 1 to 6, the power restrictions, then they look out for maybe over number 7 to 16, and then the last 4 overs. Indian cricket team goes bang bang in the last 4 overs. Most other teams, they start with the 15th over. West Indies team, their last 3 overs are sufficient for them to go big. So every team has a different strategy. First half is done and dusted. First 10 overs are done and dusted. 69 for 4. And generally, most teams in this tournament have got 90 plus runs in the next 10 overs. Let's see what they do. If happen they get 85 to 90 runs, they would be getting somewhere close to 150, 160. And he comes in for the second over. Alok, 3 of 3. Outstanding figures. This is a game where there is no time for to give a lot of respect. Even if he has taken 3 wickets, if he is bowling well, they are going to take chances against him. Piyush and Rajiv, both are capable of scoring well. But here they need to be sensible here. This is going to be a difficult proposition for them, where they have to stop the wickets to be fallen, and also they have to score in a rate which can give them, their team, a good total. This is a difficult assignment for them, but these guys have done well. They have enjoyed their cricket, and that's what is the most important thing to have. We are in the first week of April, and the summer was very severe in the last week of March. Not that the things have become better, but relatively alright. But if you want to play cricket, this is the time of the day where you can play some good cricket. But you have seen IPL matches, people almost sweating because of the concrete boundaries in which they play. Lot of humidity because it is just near to the sea many times. And also if you go to Pune and all, that's a place where it's hot and dry. So different place in the same state, not too far away. But the best thing about this IPL, we have got fantastic outfields and great pitches. Over here, we also have a good wicket. See, we can see a tinge of green over there in this wicket. A very fair and true wicket, and a wicket which is good for this kind of cricketers, because not all of them are the ones who can play those bouncers and all that kind of deliveries. That's nicely. Well, this is slightly harsh. That's fine. Wide being called. Umpires have been consistent. They have given wide every time the ball has touched that trim line, that indicators, those 2 indicators. You can see them just maybe 3 feet away, 2 feet away from the off stump. Oh, that's slashed and slashed hard. That's the first drop. That wasn't an easy, but Navid, he is generally a very, very safe pair of hand. Drops one. Karan won't be happy. His mate, they rate him very highly, and he takes his fielding very seriously. Drops a catch. Maybe it was going above his head. Those catches are not easy. Alok would be disappointed. That would have been his 4th wicket. 4 in a T20 game is a fantastic effort. Almost like scoring a century. One day cricket, if you get 5 wickets, that is gold dust. But T20 cricket, if you happen to get 3 or 4 wickets, that's match winning effort. Mostly the number 1 to A7, if you get 3 wickets in them, you're almost like breaking the backbone of the opposition. And that's what he has done, Alok. Almost got his 4th wicket. But he has bowled some bad deliveries also in between, but has bowled some brilliant balls also. This was short and wide, but close to the body. He played, and maybe little further away he could have hit it nicely. 7 for 3 is figures read. Alok bowling his 2nd over. Bowled 2 wides in this over. Make it 3. Make it 3. This was way too wide. Just look at closely what he's trying to do. He's trying to bowl those outswingers, which are his natural angle when he rips that ball with a round arm action. But also with the same action, with just change of the wrist, he can bowl those incoming deliveries as well. So people may find him like an easy pace bowler. We can get some easy runs against him. He can just surprise you. because this bowlers ball with some good length. This kind of action bowlers, they will not give you bad balls. So this is an in deeper what I was talking about, and that came in sharply. That was handled very nicely. That's what the batsmen were talking when who got out. His ball stops and bounces. Generally, the slower ones bounce a lot than the normal ones. A tiny ball kind of bounce, the spongy kind of bounce, is the one which gets you into difficulty. 75 for 4. Good over for the Mavericks so far. 6 runs of the first 4 balls. Alok Singh. Alok, I beg your pardon, not Alok. Alok bowling round the wicket. That's down the leg. So that's the third wide of the over. The team which is bowling so very well, just giving it away. 76 for 4 is what the score reads. The last 2 balls of Alok's second over. 7 runs of this over so far. That's nicely done, up and over. Just short of that fielder over there. 77 for 4 is what the scoreboard reads. Scoring is fine, but wickets too many. 77 for 2 would have been fine. 77 for 1 would have been ideal. 77 for 3 would have been tolerable. But 77 for 4 is something which you have to worry about. So the last ball of Alok's second over. Oh, that's nicely dealt. That was meant to be hit, and it is going for a boundary. They needed a lot of this. Rajiv getting that all important boundary. They need a lot of this against a strong team. RMV strikers, they have chased down big scores like business as usual. This is what they want. They want some boundaries. Oh, that was a Yorker. Nicely dug out. So Mayur bowling the 12th over. 82 for 4. Rajiv and Piyush both on 9. 9 of 9 Piyush. 9 of 7 Rajiv. A very unique kind of delivering the ball. Just takes a few steps and just puts it there. Does not want to do some fancy things. Just keep it simple and straight. They would try and take chances against him. That was nicely bowled. The ball is racing towards that long off boundary. Will it cross? No. Aditya using all his soccer skills. So with this brace, the score will move on to 84, 84 for 4. Oh, that is so nicely bowled. Oh, that's the 5th wicket. Very innocuous bowler. That's what I tell. He went to go big against him. Rajiv is a very, very good batsman. First cross batted shot and he gets out. 84 for 5 now. So a small little partnership which was being built up. So 84 for 5. That's what it happens with Mayur. He just bowls those innocuous deliveries and he gives you an invitation to go big. So Don almost going for a big shot on the very first ball he bowls. Score at the end of over number 12 is 84 for the loss of 5 wickets. So 85 for 5 is what the score is. That was outside the off stump. Vishal. He's also a good all rounder. Against Don. Oh, that was not the ball to be playing on the back foot. He should have played it on the front foot. But that's what happens with this kind of bowlers. They'll come in ball with just 2-3 steps. They'll try all leg spinners, off spinners. Very difficult to pick. Oh, Don goes down the ground and hits it fearlessly. That's what we should be doing. Play some fearless brand of cricket. Couple added to the total. Score moves on to 87. Yeah, just a single. Unfortunately, Don, you would be like puffing and just getting a single for it. 86 for 5. A big tour coming up. UK Tour 2022. 25th July, June to 4th July. 10 nights and 11 days of cricketing extravaganza. That would be one of the biggest events of Zoota. So whoever loves to play into the home of cricket has an opportunity over here. UK Tour 2022. Zootas. That's a premium tour on 25th June to 4th July. And that would be an event to be watch out. UK Tour 2022. So June is the month where it's going to rain in Mumbai, but it would be runs raining in UK. 7 matches of 30 overs. That would be a great event. So there are some numbers which you need to take care. But take my word, every ounce and pounds of whatever you're going to spend over there is going to be worth spending. That's going to be a fantastic toss. We all would be enjoying it live from here. But some of you would be having a great time over there. So the month of June would be a great one. Oh, that's nicely bowled. That's good bowling. He does not do anything special. Just puts the ball there in the right areas. But they would take chances against him. Just like that. That's a nice hit into the covers all along the carpet. And some fancy footwork. Maybe a call from Liverpool or Arsenal or maybe even the table toppers. Manchester City would come in. Oh, he wanted to hit the ball into the square leg region. Instead, the ball has beaten the batsman, beaten the wicket keeper, and has gone for a boundary. Let's wait for the umpire signal. And umpire says 4 byes. That's a good call. That's a great call, in fact. At times you may call it was a wide, but that was a good call by the umpire because the batsman had every chance to play the shot. In fact, it was pitched on the off stump and it actually went on to the leg side, but he played the ball and he missed out. So good call there by umpire. Great umpiring. 93 for 5. So good bowling by Mayur. That would have been 5 wides against him. Instead, 4 byes against the wicketkeeper. Good wicket keeping there. He has kept well, has Ganesh. But take my word, Don, from the ball he has come, he has not taken a backward step. Instead, he is trying to hit every ball. That's a good approach to have. This is how you get your runs. In spite of not getting boundaries, he's still getting those ones and twos. That's what is more important. Keep the scoreboard moving. And Don is showing some intent. That's what actually is more important. Your intent to score runs. He may not have scored many runs, but he's trying to hit the ball hard. He would go big again. Take my word, he will go big. Hits it nicely into the covers. There's a fielder over there. Slowly and gradually they are moving towards the 100 run mark. But the run rate is little slow. Score at the end of over number 14 is 96 for the loss of 5 wickets. So Vishal comes in to bowl. They are bowling so very quickly and not a lot of time they are wasting in between those. That is so good to see. Mavericks versus RME Strikers. This is Zooters Presents 40 Plus Season 2.0. This is a cracker of a tournament where we saw some great matches. Today, Mavericks are on the other side. They're not batted that well. In fact, they started off really well. They gave away wickets. Oh, that was quickly bowled. Karan Tandon, the glamour boy of 40 plus tournament. In fact, he is one of the best fielders. And one more man who creates some serious headlines is Sachin Jadhav. But Piyush has batted well. Piyush was batting well with Rishabh when he gave away his wicket. Piyush 9 of 10. Yes, look good. That's a wide call. Score moves on to 98 now. 98 for 5. Oh, that slashed and slashed hard. Good shot. Using the width of the bowler, and this would be a couple of runs. Nicely run by Piyush. He's playing some good cricketing shots. Good to watch. This is not all bang bang. This is not going hard at every ball. Proper cricketing shots fetching him runs. It's not. The run rate is also taken care of. The strike rate is also good. And he has played some good traditional shots to get those runs. 100 up, 100 for 5 in fact. That's nicely bowled. $101 for 5. Rajiv got out after seeing a nice partnership. Oh, that's an opportunity. First mistake by the wicketkeeper. Ganesh, he has been brilliant in the tournament, but this time he just missed out. That was an easy chance. Vishal won't be happy. He's not looking at the wicketkeeper. He has a word with him. It's fine, mate. 8 of 15. Dawn trying to hit. That's what he has been doing. Dancing down the ground, trying to get some big shots. Swetel. Score at the end of over number 15 is 102. Last 30 balls to make a difference for Mavericks. This is what I was talking about. UK Tour of Zooters 2022. 10 nights and 11 days. 25th June to 4th July. 4th July, of course, the American Independence Day. Happens to be my birthday. Generally, we do not self-canvas. Birthdays are generally celebrated when others know it. If people forget, it's better to quietly forget. So 4th July is my birthday. I shouldn't be telling that on live TV. But that's the day when the final match would be played. People would be coming back after 10 nights and 11 days of wonderful cricketing extravaganza in a beautiful country where cricket is considered as a religion just as it is in India. The place where cricket started, they say. The home of cricket, UK Tour 2022. 25th June to 4th July. Just remember those dates. Nicely bowled. So Don, he needs to hit some big shots now. Against Mayur, he needs to take chances. He's bowled well, Mayur. Oh, this is nicely hit. But there is a fielder who is there just to stop that from going for more than one. He's tried to show some intent, but he has consumed a lot of deliveries. 103 for 5. 28 balls remaining to make a difference. It's going to be the left-hander, Elegant Piyush on strike. 12 of 12. This ball is going to travel. Take my word, he's going to hit a big shot. Instead, he pulls it into the mid-wicket. They should be going for the second one. No, they won't. Good work by the fielder over there. He has done a great job. The bowler, who looks very innocuous, he does not go for those big turners. He does not go for different variations of off spin, leg spin. Instead, he puts the ball in the right area. And he has got a wicket to show for it. And a good wicket of Rajiv. People tend to go and take chances against such kind of bowling. And this is where, they get into trouble. Alok, they fancied hitting big shocks to the. He got 3 wickets. You see, down the ground, straight to Aditya. And that's good work by Aditya. 105 for 5. 26 balls remaining. At least they should be getting somewhere close to 140, 145. 35 is a possibility. Even if they get 145, 150, that would be a fighting score at the most, I can say. Because this team is packed with good batsmen. But never know, when you take Sachin out quickly, Naved out quickly. Runs on the board is always good, they say. 106 for 5. The ball has taken the inside edge. The ball is racing towards the fine leg reach, and number 17 tries to stop it with his foot, with his big foot, but has he been successful? We'll just wait for the umpire signal. Umpire said it's fine. He'll trust the fielder's word. Yeah, 3. So 3 to Shroff. Score is 109 at the end of over number 16. Oh, that's a great stop. What a fantastic stop this is. That is why I say he is a brand ambassador of this tournament. This guy, he just gives 100%. Sachin. Nelson for 5. Vishal and the other bowler has done a good job. Megan. See, they are just floating it over there, giving an invitation to go big. This kind of bowlers are difficult to hit actually. 4 balls of the first over of the passage. 17th over. Oh, that's an inside edge. The ball is going towards the short fine leg, just a single. So the first half of the first over of the passage has gone well. Take my word, Piyush is going to go big on this shot. He has got a couple. Then a single down. Piyush will try to pierce the gap. Oh, that's ball quickly, but that is hammered. That's what I love about this guy. He can hit all nice shots and get you runs. What a good shot that. That was ball quickly, but that went double the speed with which it came. See, bowled the quicker one, and he smacked it. That wasn't an easy shot to play because he was cramped, but he pulled it so really. So pass surge over. That's the first boundary of it. So some solace, something to smile about for the Mavericks, and Piyush has done a good job. He's 18 or 15 and has looked solid. Take my word, 140 also can be a good score if you can bowl well, and you can never know if you pick few wickets. Sometimes 180, 190 is not the score which you like to defend. 140 makes it more interesting at times. 116 for 5. Piyush. That's a full toss, and unfortunately straight to the fielder. Yes, they would take advantage of the laps over there. A couple would be added. The Piyush doing a great job. Slowly and quietly has moved on to 20 now. Best thing about Mavericks is they love their work. They enjoy their cricket. Score at the end of over number 17 is 118 for the loss of 5 wickets. So the last 3 overs So the last 3 overs, the ball is racing towards the fielder just for a single. This is the last over of Mayur. Mayur who has bowled well, just 15 runs in the 3 overs, and he has not bowled some different express deliveries, nor has he bowled big off cutters or leg breaks or the wrong ones or the dusras or the tisras. Just put the ball in the right areas. See Sachin putting his heart out and giving 16 in the first over, and then Mayur just bowling basic balls, just putting the ball in the right areas and just conceding 16 of 3.1. That's the difference. You don't have to do special things at times to get a lot of success. Doing simple things can also give you that. But Piyush, he can go big in the last over. There's a power surge, second over. That's what he can do. Up and over. What a shot there is. Nicely done. Wonderful shot. Whatever shots he has played in the little space of that small innings, he has played all shots around. He has pulled the ball in the mid wicket in the previous over. This one was nicely cut up and over against a spinner. To do that, it's not easy. And he has looked elegant. He has looked beautiful. He has looked artistic. That's what is the best part about his batting. He does not play shots of anger. He is having a good time. That's what cricket is all about. Enjoying your stay over there. That's what batting is all about. That's what life is all about. Enjoying what you do. And this guy is enjoying over there. That's what is more important. Piyush playing some good shots against a good bowler. See again, he went for a shot which was right shot to play. So his shot selection is perfect. He may lack some power. He is not the one with the big strong shoulders. That's probably the only thing which is a hindrance for him if he wants to go. If he was a power player, this guy would have been devastating for others. It would have been explosive. Only thing which is short of him is little power. But Don, he tries to smack everything. So that's a good combination to have. One batsman who tries to go crazy, that is Don. See, he'll dance down the ground. That's what he does. And now he dropped one, and finally he juggles and takes one, just like Jumbo Circus. So 3 times he juggled and takes a catch. That's a good catch. He dropped one difficult chance. This it holds on to it. Nawaz Sharif juggles one 3-4 times in fact, and takes it finally. See the ball in the air. The cameraman doing a great job. Popped out once, twice, thrice, fourth time he was lucky. So good juggling job done by Triple Eight, that Nawaz Sharif. But that's a good hand by Don. Supported his mate over there. 18 he has got. So they are getting close to that 140 mark. In fact, they can get close to 145 even. So Don gets out. He was the first one to admit that he took a lot of balls. That's what he came just to see his analysis. That's good introspection. That's what is more important. That's across the line, and that's good decision. The ball was drifting down the leg side. Umpiring has been top class. And when it comes to giving LBWs, wides, 1 or 2 decisions going in favor of the batsman. But LBWs, they have been right on spot. They gave out when it was absolutely plumb, and when there wasn't any chance of getting out, he gave the right decision. So the last ball of the pass surge. Nihir will face the last ball, and in fact his first ball of the innings. He wanted to go into the mid wicket. The ball has gone to the extra cover region. The score at the end of over number 18 is 1-6 for 6. Piyush is on 24. Meher has just opened his account. 127 was when Mehul comes in and hits it into the covers. 128 is what the score is. So one more wicket in this over. Vishal has done a good job. But they will have to find a way to get somewhere close to 140. This guy can do it. Mihir can hit big. He has to. In fact, this remained so very low. In fact, bounced for the second time. But that was after it passed the batsman. So that's a legitimate delivery. If the ball takes two bounces, we get a no ball. So two byes. 130 for 7. Mihir trying to hit big. That just did not get up. Mihir would try and go big on this ball. Mihir Mehta. That's pitched up. 131. Mehul will get an opportunity to hit a boundary or a sixer on this ball. They will have to. They'll have to cross 140 mark. And for that, Mehul has to get a big one. That's nicely run by Mihir. Good running, great running. Just running like a teenager over there. So out of nowhere where there was no run in it, they have managed to take two. The wicketkeeper does the tidying job. Vishal not happy with throwing of Aditya. Score at the end of over number 19 is 133 for 7. So the last 6 balls. Alok, who has been brilliant. His first over, he got 3 wickets. Second over conceded 7. The next over conceded 5. So good bowling by him. 3, 7 and 5. In fact, second over he has considered 12. Just 2 overs he has bowled. Oh, that's a great way to start off the last over. Banged it into the square leg region for a much needed boundary. They need at least 2 more in this. That was a short pitch ball. Just missed out on his length. Generally, he's a very, very good bowler. In fact, he was the one who broke the backbone of that middle order. He got wicket number 2, 3, 4. The top order and the middle order, I would say. $137 for 7. 5 balls remaining. That 140 is very much on. 145. Oh, that's not good shot. Just not moving his feet. That's outside the off stump. The bowler who has bowled so very well throughout, missing out in the last over. 139 is what they have managed. 3 balls, 145 is a possibility. If Mehul gets it big, they can get close to 140, 150. Oh, that's nicely hit. That will go just for a single. 140 is reached. 145 would be the next thing on their mind. 140 now. Couple of balls remaining. Alok, 22 for 3, great figures. Had almost got the fourth wicket when Navid dropped one. Navid is a very, very safe fielder. 2 balls remaining in the first innings. Mavericks. Oh, that's a good shot, but Mihir, this is good running. 141. RMB Strikers versus the Mavericks. Zooters presents 40 plus 2.0. Good matches we have seen. This is against one of the monstrous team of the tournament, RMB Strikers. RMB Strikers and Old Monks are the team to be beaten in this tournament. They are two strong sides. The ball remained low, and Ganesh effects an easy run out. So 142 is what the target is. 141 is what they manage in 20 overs. This is going to be interesting viewing. 142 runs to win. It would be Naveed Sharif, and this time Karan is not with him. It's Aman. So Naveed will be on strike. Rajiv, who is their opening bowler, he has bowled well in this tournament. Has looked good. He will start. This is good contest. One good batsman against a very fine bowler. So it starts off with a single. Naveed Sharif, of course, known as the Wall Man, actually owner of Nithon Wall, director of Nithon Wall. Also is an owner of MCS. It's a unit of underarm cricketers. It's a big association of different kind of cricket in Mumbai, turf cricket. And he owns that company. Very big cricket buff, Naveed Sharif. But it was short and wide, and this is hammered into the area behind point. What a good start for Aman. Rajiv is a very safe bowler. Basically, does not give any room and width. This time he falters. In the previous match, he was so brilliant. This match, just outside doors, some little room, and taken full advantage. The first boundary of the innings. I just love to see these guys actually. Rajiv, he is there almost the whole 40 overs when he is batting or his mates are batting. He is with them, taking care of all the score and keeping a tab of everything. Also, when fielding, he takes the responsibility, takes those important overs into his hand. This is what he is very good at. He will not bowl some magical deliveries. He will bowl good line and length. Kevin Larson was one bowler from New Zealand. He used to bowl this way. He used to just keep bowling ball after ball after ball in that area, and it was very difficult to get him away. That kind of Fanny de Villiers was one bowler from South Africa. He was fantastic with his slower ones. In fact, he was the only bowler who, as a paceman, who created some trouble for Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin was absolutely finding it impossible to get him away. The Fanny de Villiers from South Africa was one bowler who used to bowl like this, just line and length. 6, great start. Naveed Sharif comes on strike. He just loves his batting. Even before the fielders were in their position, even before the umpires went in, he was there with his partner on the crease. That's how much he loves his cricket. Loves batting, in fact, more than fielding. And oh, that was a short pitch one. Tough guy he is. He won't be bothered about it. He's a very tough guy. Take my word. That must have hurt, but he will not show anything. Tough guy. Must have hurt. Still not rubbing that part. Still not rubbing that. We're just waiting to see him flinch onto that part. No. Great guy. Rajiv bowling a short pitch delivery. I think he will go big on this shot, Naveed. Take my word. Instead, he lets one go. That's what is the nature of this man. At 90% of the batsmen, they after they get hit or they get hurt, the next ball they try and bang. But not this guy. He's very cool and calm. He's not the man who will get into that angry mode. Very nice, affable character. And a good team man to have. Sarfaraz made the first century of the inning tournament. Oh, almost cleaned up. How did that miss the leg stump? He could have got the first wicket of Naveed Sharif, who is a premier batsman, in the first over itself. Score at the end. In fact, one more delivery remaining. Over. Scored at the end of over number 1 is 7 runs without loss. Vishal comes in to bowl the second. Vishal Bora comes in to bowl the second over. It would be Aman on strike. Just getting everything in place. That's always good to have your protection. Taking a lot of time. Navid will just go and help his mate. Seven is what they manage at the end of over number one. Navid is on one and taking a long time to get that helmet set. Finally, Aman has got it right. The longest time in the history of Zooters cricket, someone is taking to get his helmet right. Oh, that's outside the off stump. After a long break, gets a wide. Umpires have done a great job. Both these umpires have been very consistent with their decision making. Great and quick, apt decisions when it comes to a leg before the wicket. Good decisions when it comes to wide balls being given. So nice, consistent umpiring. That's way wide. He's a good bowler, Vishal, but today just losing his radar. Against a batsman who has made up his mind, see the ball and hit the ball. That's Aman. He is 5 of 3. He is going to bang the next one. He is going to go big. Take my word. That's 3 wides in a row. That is very unlike Vishal. He is a safe bowler generally. He's a good bowler. Yeah, finally gets in. Oh, almost had the first wicket. So 3 wides, and after that an opportunity being created. Not easy to get those cotton bowls. That's what Mr. Gavaskar was referring yesterday. We should be giving the bowlers the practice of taking cotton bowl. They should have sessions for them. That was so close. Natarajan, when he was bowling, he went for that cotton bowl attempt, and that's what Gavaskar said. He Nobody gives them the practice of that cotton ball. That would be too dangerous. Such a big man, but he made that comment. It may hit the bowlers even in those practice sessions. Oh, that's outside the off stump, and that's the first wicket. He may have dropped, but he gets his man. Nicely taken. Good catch by the fielder in the covers. He's happy. Look at the smile on his face. Aman can be dangerous. He gets out, playing away from the body. The ball just stopped. And good catch there by the fielder. I think it's the left-hander. Yeah, Vicky, who wasn't successful with the bat today, but takes an easy catch. Anil is the new man in and nicely bowled by Vishal. After bowling a series of white balls, he finally gets 3 balls right on spot and he's got a wicket. Oh, that's a chance created again between the two fielders. Vicky is running behind it. Brace easily taken. A dozen after 1.5. So good way for Anil Julka to start off his innings. Starts off with a brace. Last ball of a successful Vishal Bora over. Short pitch and cut very nicely. It will race away towards that boundary, but there's a protection. There's protection over there. With this, the score at the end of over number 2 is 13 for the loss of opening batsman Aman. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Just short of the wicket keeper. The Rajiv creating some chances. Anil Julka, the batsman on strike. 142 is what they want to get, RMB strikers. They chased down 180 odd in 15 overs in the previous match. But that's outside the off stump. Good call there by the umpire. Slightly harsh, but he has been consistent for both the teams. With this wide, the score moves on to 14 now. Oh, that's nicely bowled. So Anil on strike. That's nicely bowled. There's always a confusion between Anil Julkar and Anil Sinkar. I don't know, but Anil is batting well. Is on 3. Finally, Rajiv getting the ball in the right ear. This is what he's known for, bowling good tight lines. 25th June to 4th July. Oh, this is up and over. No one's going to. Oh, this was just over him. This will race away. Oh, he made a good effort. Sid wasn't able to stop that one. Up and over Manoj Sonawane. Just see. Taking the power play restrictions. Up and over. The long off fielder. Sid came running in to stop that one, but wasn't able to stop that. It went on for the first boundary for Anil. Score is 18 of 1, 18 for 1. 2 balls remaining of the third over. Rajiv's second over. So that's a wide. With that wide, the score will move on to 19. For 1. That's way outside the off stump. That's a big wide. This is very unlike Rajiv. He does not do that very often. He's given away a few wide balls. He's a very safe bowler generally. 1. Oh, that is a lot of confusion. Finally, they are safe. Lot of confusion between both of them. They'll just go there and sort out with each other. There was a chance of getting run out. Naveed has just got 3 balls in the 18 balls. So that is just less than 20% actually of the balls which he has faced. Oh, that's nicely done. This will race away towards that point boundary. This will give an impetus to the scoring. The score is 24 for 1 at the end of over number 3. Anil getting his second boundary of the innings. He races on to 11 of just 9 balls. (118 runs of 102 balls. That's what the equation says. Look at the worm. Already it is going toward ascendancy. That was drifting down the leg side. Naved has had very little strike. In fact, 4 balls of the 19 balls which are bowled. So that is less than 25%. Now he would be getting itchy because this he knows is the last over of the power play, and he would like to go bang bang. Take my word, he is going to hit big. He may dance down the ground, he may hit over the covers, even the mid wicket. Instead, he goes for a cut shot and misses out. So good bowling there by Vishal, just reading the batsman's mind. The batsman who's looking itchy wants to go big. And 24 for 1. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to hit some boundaries of the last over of the fielding restrictions. Our broadcaster Shubham has got a new phone and is just enjoying every moment with it, trying to get pictures of his own work. That's what happens when you get a new phone, a new accessory. People love it, and he's taking some good pictures of his own work, and that's nicely bowled, not giving any room to Naved. In fact, bowling is slowly. Navid still not in his elements. Take my word, him and Sarfaraz have played some great innings. 25 for 1. 2 balls remaining of the power play restrictions. Oh, almost had his man. Good decision by the umpire. He just followed the ball. He wants a wide. In fact, it went over his bat. Last ball of the fielding restrictions. They almost had the identical scores at the end of 4 overs. Will Anil go big? Yes, he will. Yes, he goes. This is a cracker of a shot. But there is protection. There was a long on. I just forgot. And Piyush does the job. The score at the end of the 4 restriction overs is 26 for the loss of 1 wicket. Yeah, Manoj Sonawane comes in. He was the opening bowler in the previous encounter. He bowled the first over and was very successful. He took a couple of wickets in his first spell. Comes into bowl an over after the power play. He was a bowler to watch out when he took a couple of wickets against strikers, if I remember. Today it's not strikers, it is a striker but a different one, RMS strikers. That was a great match to watch, strikers versus RMS strikers. Strikers scored a big 190 odd and the RMS strikers chased it down nicely with some good batting by Sarfaraz. In fact, it wasn't Sarfaraz. Oh, that's it very hard. Navid comes on strike. It would be a good contest now. Navid, who has looked itchy, 7 balls, 2 runs against a very good off spinner who bowled really well. He would try and go big. Instead, Navid decides to take his time. He understands what the score is, and he is the guy who loves his batting. Take my word, he will not give away his wicket. He is the batsman of a kind who just likes to stay there. Oh, that is what he can do easily. Almost was caught. Again, that solitary fielder over there doing a good job. Navid is in that kind of mode, just like those KL Rahuls and Cheteshwar Pudara's kind of player who just love to bat on and on and on. That kind of players. The KL Rahul, he plays already almost the 90 overs, 90% of the overs which he plays, any kind of cricket. It goes for a big pull shot, does not connect it. Remember, this is a 40 plus tournament. Many of the fielders are in fact in the higher 40s, but the zeal, the enthusiasm, the athleticism and the passion which they play their cricket is just commendable, just so good to watch. So if you have all the excuses of not getting time to play, of having a busy schedule, keeping this lovely favorite sport of yours away. People, those who do not play regular cricket, just watch at this guy. Have a close look at these guys, and you will get inspiration. These guys are so very fit. Nicely bowled. He just crammed him. The ball is racing towards that covers boundary, and they will get a brace. Naveed finally gets his scoring ahead. He moves on to 5 now. Very unlike Naveed, this is. Generally gets off to a good start. Score at the end of over number 5 is 31 for the loss of 1 wicket in pursuit of 142 runs. They are 111 runs adrift for registering their third win. Uh, the, s- the score is 31 for 1. We are into the 6th over. Gets a single. Naveed would come on strike now. Anil has looked enterprising. Has scored well, 15 runs of 15 balls. Naveed is 5 of 11. Just see whether he puts the foot on the accelerator. You would not like to get bogged down. Rajiv has bowled well. A good shot. Yeah, Vishal in fact is bowling his third over. Rajiv started off. He bowled the first and the third over. Vishal bowling his third over in a row. He has bowled well. He has got a wicket of the opening batsman, Aman. Oh, this is very well bowled. Moved away. Very unfortunate to not get a wicket. Batsman would be happy. The 33 for 1 is what the score is. Vishalu bowled very well from this end. Also continuing with the same stuff from the other end. He's bowled well, has Vishal. Oh, that's in the slot, and that is not timed that well. He meant to go into extra cover region. Instead, the ball went to the point. Score is 34. Very unique number, 888. Chris Gale had 333. That was his highest test score. Of course, number 10 made immortal for Sachin Tendulkar. No one in the Indian team would ever wear it. Straight to the fielder, just almost Naveed was out. 35 for 1, very typical like Naveed. Takes a single of the last ball and keeps his strike now. 35 for 1 at the end of over number 6. Yeah, this is what is so exciting to see. UK Tour 2022, 25th June to 4th July, 10 nights and 11 days. Single occupancy. That's all the numbers which are related to money, but this thing is more important. 10 and 11 days of cricketing extravaganza in a very, very beautiful country. Just envy these guys. They would be having a great time and a great tournament, hopefully. So, new places to go, new places to enjoy this beautiful game. 36 for 1. Pune, Goa, Mumbai, and now UK. That is fiercely hit, but well stopped by the fielder over there. Manoj Sonawane. He was a star in their bowling effort in the previous match. He is trying to replicate his performance. If he replicates that, then there would be some trouble for RMS, who just won their first two encounters very easily. Second match was just annihilation of the opposition. A good fielding effort, but cannot stop Navid and Anil to go for that single. Score is 37 for 1. They are going at a very leisurely pace. They understand 142, small target to chase down. They're taking their own sweet time to take this. No urgency shown. Not a shot of anger. No big shot. No chances taken. Navid might just take one in this over. Hits it off the back foot, straight to the fielder for a single. Not many boundaries from Navid's bat. Couple we saw from the batsman on strike. That's Anil's bat. There is just turned around the corner. .39. The score, that was well done by the wicketkeeper. And Navid, he is very smart to take the second one. So 2 runs of the last ball. And I said Navid wants to keep striking. Instead, he wants to get runs for his team. So score at the end of over number 7 is 41 for 1. Very, very athletic Navid on show. .41 for 1. Don comes into ball. He batted well for his 18. Comes into ball. That's nicely bowled. $100 runs, they need more now. 100 runs in 76 balls. Naved is 11 of 16. That is pretty slow going as per his standards. Hitting it easily because the target is very slow. And Naved just smacks it into the mid-wicket region for his first boundary. Just opening his shoulders now. Enough of those dibbly doubly singles now. Time to get some action. Man from Bandra gets his first boundary into the 8th over. He wanted to cut it, wasn't that short. Good bowling by Don. Just love the attitude of this guy. Don, he made 18 of 25. When he came back, just came back to the scorer and asked, how many balls did I consume? Because he was aware he took a lot of balls. That is so good to see a man introspecting. That is a good shot. That's a good shot of the back foot. He is a powerful guy. Naved packs a punch and gets a boundary. That's the 50 of the innings. 2 boundaries for Naved Cherries in space of 3 balls. He did not get until the 8th over and he has got 2 in the same over. He might go for the third one as well. He looks in mood now. Yes, he looks in smashing mood, but he'll keep strike. He would be very happy to keep strike. The way he's going, he Naveed before this over was in single digits, but now he overtakes Anil and is 51 for 1 at the end of over number 8. So that's a pull shot. That's an opportunity. Anand's first ball almost getting a wicket. See, Naveed wants strike. He wants to go big. What a shot this is. This is what he wanted the strike, but I thought it will go all the way. Instead, just goes for a single. There is well patrolled boundary over there. 2 fielders, in fact. One is in the long on, the other one is into that mid wicket region. Now it would go big. Take my word, he's going to go big. That's outside the off stump. The umpire GK will just extend his arms. Young umpire and gives good decisions. Anand. Oh, this is what Naved wanted, and this will fall in no man's land. Wasn't timed that well. He wanted the ball in his half. He got one, but wasn't able to connect one. Some action time now. Both the batsmen bored of those singles. trying to hit some big shots. So some entertainment would be on our way. Not that good cricket we have seen in the last few balls. Not good bowling, not good batting. But that things will change. Down the ground for a single again. Naveed on strike. Hop, skip and jump. He wanted to go big, he misses. Wicketkeeper misses. Shot, third man misses. The ball, in fact, it saves. Good effort. Good effort by the fielder. He gives his heart, does Mihir. So, couple of byes. Almost close to the batsman getting bowled out. So, Naveed and Anil both want to go big. Naveed wants to hit every ball now. Bored of those singles him. Now you want to go big. And he gets out in the process. The second wicket down on the score of 58 for 2 at the end of over number 9. Anand is happy. So 58 for 2. Anil is on strike. His partner departs. Naveed wanted to go big. In fact, the slowness of the ball just beat him. Don continues. Don Schroff. Just love his attitude. Both with bat and ball. He just gives his 100%. Just love to see these guys perform. That's nicely done. Straight to the fielder. Now, he is the man to watch out for in this tournament. You may like Sarfaraz's innings. You may have seen Abhimanyu Khanna's batting. You may see Varun, no, the other batsman. But this is the player who you would love to watch. Sachin. His innings was the best innings of the tournament. 70 odd he scored. But that was just scintillating batting. Outstanding batting. Now this is what he does from ball 1. Hits it. And unfortunately, has he got his man or has the ball popped out of his hand? Instead, he'll wait for the umpire signal. Umpire says, stay on there, guy. Don't go away. The batsman was just about to make his walk back to the pavilion. Umpire says, just stay there. Because the ball popped out of his hand. And he could have easily done it. Was in a hurry. And in that hustle, just made the basic error of popping the ball out of the hand and trying to get him quickly out. He missed out. Immediately after the ball popped out, his hands were on his head. So Anil getting a life, getting an opportunity. It's like you can go bang bang, you can go hit on every ball you face now. because this is clear opportunity missed by the opposition. That's what he was going to do. Next ball. Again, falling short, way short. And I don't think this guy plays a dot ball. Previous innings might have played just one or two dot balls. Just not let anything go past his bat. That kind of impact this man has. Every ball he'll score. And when he decides to go big, he can get all the shots. Right from covers to long off to long on to mid wicket to square leg. And he's not the one who would go for those fancy shots. He'll go with big, strong shots down the ground or in front of the square. Don bowling a great over, keeping the batsman honest. Four singles. One batsman, Anil, who is trying to go big. Other batsman who is very, very enterprising. That is Sachin. Now he gets completely beaten, crop and neck. Don bowling and beating a batsman who is in red hot form. Completely squared him up. Score at the end of over number 10 is 63. Remember, they were 69 for 4 and RMB strikers are 63 for 2. So good bowling there by the fielding team. They need 79 in the remaining 10 overs. So after a break, he starts off with a white ball. That's down the leg side. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Yes, it's a wide. Anand bowling in his unique style. He hops, skips, and jumps. You have to make all the pace. Such bowlers are not easy to face when they give you absolutely no pace to work with. Mavericks versus RMB strikers. Time for some action now. And Sachin generally liked the ball to come with some pace. Even he would find it difficult to hit slow bowling of this kind. You may find such bowlers very innocuous, but they are the ones who pick you wickets. You may find them easy meat. This is what Sachin can do. He'll just hammer boundaries after boundaries. Take my word, if you want to go home early, this guy needs to stay for 5-6 overs. He just stays there for 6 overs and you will see the target is achieved in no time. Take my word, he has faced just one dot ball. He will not face more than 4-5 dot balls in the whole of his innings. And he can finish off the match on his own. In the last match, there was a unique thing when he just faced 2 dot deliveries in 30-40 balls which he plays. So this guy, he knows how to face and hit the ball. Let's see. He will go bang bang on the next ball even. He hits every ball outside the off stump. Wide being declared. Score is 71. So all of a sudden, Anand's first over, which was very good, he is now taken for runs. And Sachin, he would go big. He would go sixer, I think, again. He won't stop. Inside a good shot off the back foot. Sachin wants a second. Anil refutes. Still Anil refutes. Anil says even I want to bat. He wants to have some entertainment. Every time you refuse a second run, there is always a possibility that you get out on the next ball. Let's see what happens. Anil is on strike. First 2 boundaries which he hit. He has missed out on many shots. Many ill-timed shots by Anil today. But this man, no bad timings for him. He would hit everything off the middle of the bat. "74 for 2. Last ball of Anand's over. May cost him a boundary also, that extra ball. Sachin, one of the most enterprising batsmen of this tournament. He has all shots. Cut shots, the big swings down the ground, good cover drives. He over the mid wicket. The score at the end of over number 11 is 75 for the loss of 2 wickets. Don continues. He has bowled well, given his 100%. The scores were almost identical. In fact, they were 77 for 4 at the end of over number 11. And RMB strikers are 75 for 2. Difference is the number of wickets lost. And the other part is they know what they are going to chase. So they are going at their own leisurely pace. And if it was like 150, 200 or 180 or 190 to chase, you would have seen another batting level of Sachin. And maybe even Naved and Anil who were playing. But they have bowled well, the Mavericks. This is what he can do easily. He can just hammer them. That's what I said. If you want to go home early, just look out for this guy. New balls, please. That's what I said. If you want to go home early, we want this guy to be on strike. This guy can go big. 6. Followed by another. He drops it. You cannot be dropping him. Now it would be very difficult for them to come back into this one. It was a difficult chance going towards his left. But take my word, this guy hits big. And previous match he just got one chance and he made most of it. He did everything right except to hold on to. He made a good effort. He's a pretty safe fielder, Sid, but misses out. That was hit very hard. I think he will go again. 6-4, and I think this one will go further away. Take my word, this is going to go further away. Unless he drops it short. Yeah, he drops it short. Still tries to hit that down the ground. So he has got bored of hitting those singles now. He wants to go big. Only one dot ball. Just take my word, he has not played a dot ball in the tournament. This would be third dot ball for him in the 2 matches which he has been on show. That's good bowling. That's good bowling by Don. Just love his attitude. The way he takes on the game, both with bat and ball, or Don, in spite of being hit for a sixer and a boundary. He has the courage to flight the ball. He has the courage to cramp the batsman. Good bowling that is. Nicely done. Almost got his man. Beat him in flight. Will Sachin go big on the last ball? Generally last balls are the ones, if you get a good over in, batsmen generally don't go for the last balls. Very rarely do we find in one day test or even T20 people not going for big shots of the last ball. But let's see, Sachin has different ideas. He's smart guy. But that is soft hands. That is premier cricket. Not with much energy. He gets an boundary. So minimum efforts, maximum result. A soft touch, fetching him 4 runs. So you don't have to butcher the ball always. Sometimes delicate touches like this. Just see. Easily done. Nicely done. Softest of the hands. And the ball races off the big outfield over here. 91 for 2 at the end of 12 overs. Oh, that was bowled so very slowly. He played almost 3 shots together. Nicely bowled. In unique numbers, Navid has 888, Mihir has 777. So 3 Dhonis together in Mihir. And this cop, he's on strike. Sachin Jadhav. 23 of 10. And this is what he can do. But he's hit it out of the park into the mid-wicket cow corner region. Another 6 for the man who is in red hot form in this tournament. You cannot be dropping him. See, I just played 1 dot ball. That is the 3rd dot ball for him in the entire tournament. This guy is known for not wasting deliveries. And he's not wasting any opportunity to score big runs. Take my word, this guy continues to bat for 2-3 overs. He'll finish this match in 15 overs. Any set of bowlers you give him. Score is 98. They need 44 now. Get ready. Buckle up. This is the 2nd dot ball he has played in this innings. People generally keep count of boundaries. For this batsman, just keep count of dot balls. So that's an exception. He does not play a dot ball or a fall shot. That was not a good shot which he connected. We'll go bang bang again. That's what he does. Easily. This is over the long on region. That's unfortunately he was on the ropes. 6 again. That was a good bowling effort. That was a good bowling effort. He beat him in flight. Almost had his man. He was on the ropes. Good effort by the fielder over there. But unfortunately, he was on the ropes. Good effort. Good effort. But he's going to go big again. Take my word. Oh, almost had his man. Almost had his man. That's the third dot delivery. He is on 35 of just a dozen balls. In fact, 14 balls. Third dot delivery. That's an exception for Sachin in this tournament. Generally, the square cut is the ball where he has missed out twice. Now that's the place where you can ball to him. Ball in that good length area outside the off stump. That is the only weakness I can find. Uh, Again, good bowling, cramping him up. A series of dot deliveries against him. 104 for 2 at the end of over number 13. So that's an inside edge. The ball is racing for a boundary. So that's a boundary. And this one straight to the field. The ball was moving, swiveling. Fielder did a good job. 109 for 2. Sachin on strike. Looking set to get two back to back half centuries. So, will there be consecutive half centuries for the right hander? The cop has played well, but his previous innings was a. This is a cracking cover drive. This will race away towards the extra cover region for a fantastic all the along the carpet boundary. Fantastic ground shot for a six boundary. Great shot that was. Yeah, that was nicely done. All power into it. Hammered over there. Yeah, good camera work. He follows the ball all the way towards the construction site. 113 for 2. They just need 29 more to win now. They can do it in the next 2.3 overs as well. So expecting them to win in the next 12 balls even. The way Sachin is going, 2 overs would be sufficient for him. Down the ground, just a single. Good bowling. After being hit for a boundary, balls the ball in the right area. 28 needed now. And 115 for 2. That must have hurt him. Last ball, 17 balls 50, and he has missed out on a few shots. Still he is 17 ball 50. That's nicely done. Good bowling by Mehul to end the over. Score 11 runs on of this over, 115 for 2 at the end of over number 14. goes big, and just a single. With the single, the score move on to 116. They need 26 more. Now they are bored of running now. They don't want to run now. They want just to go big on every possible ball. Mir is a good bowler. He is the heart of their team actually. Keeps them morale high. That kind of a player is Mir. And that's not a good shot at all. 117. Just trying to muscle everything, which is never a good sight in cricket. You may be a big player, but you need to play some good shots with your power. Then only you can score runs. Not always muscle is good. The shot selection also has to be good with the power shots. 25 needed now. Again an ill-timed shot. This would be wicket number. Oh, the ball just pops out. With the gloves in the hand, you cannot be doing that. Did everything right to get under the ball. $118 for 2. 24 needed. Next 3 balls, Sachin is going to get at least 1 6. That's a wide. 119 for 2. Not giving anything in his half. Even the bowler and umpires are in danger where Sachin hits big. That's what he is doing. He is hitting them hard but straight to the fielder in the long off region. Sid, who was very good with the bat in the hand, does the tiding job. 1-2-0 for 2. They are going at a leisurely pace. He has been dropped 4 times at least now, Anil. 36 of 38. Mir has bowled well. The batsmen have been trying to go hard against him. He has bowled with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. He has bowled well. And almost there to get the second wicket. In fact, the first wicket. 121 for 2. Mihir Mehta. Every team would love to have a player like him. Just is the strength of every player, just keeps the morale high. That kind of a player. Oh, the almost had his man. Good bowling. The score at the end of over number 15 is 121 for 2. 21 runs in 30 balls. Anil is on strike. 37 or 39. Will these two batsmen get 50 now? That would be the only question. This is a very easy chase. But Manoj, if he can pick up a hat trick, bowl a maiden over, do some magic, get them back into the match. And he has missed out so many times. Almost embarrassing. That's good bowling. He moves on to 38. Ajay is 42 of 21. He's 38. He needs 12 more for his half century. Ajay needs 8 more. In fact, Sachin needs 8 more. Anil needs 12 more. Both of them has stitched together a good partnership. Oh, that is fiercely cut. The ball is racing towards that boundary. It will race away for a fantastically hit boundary. He was trying that cut shot for a long, long time. This time it's a punch of the back foot into the covers. Good shot of the back foot. They smacked it. Little footwork, but good hand-eye coordination. Now, why do you need a footwork when you can hammer the ball this way? Just on the back foot, hit it nicely. 126 for 2. 16 needed. Sachin in demolition mode against one of the better bowlers of the opposition. Oh, this is beautifully bowled. Good off break. Turning a mile. He just needs one shot to get his 50. Strike rate in fact exactly 200. 23 balls, 46 runs. Will he get his 50 with a sixer or a boundary? He will with a boundary. This is hammered down the ground. This is cracking shot to get his 50. 50 of just 24 balls. Acknowledges consecutive half centuries for the cop. The man in uniform doing the job with the cricketing uniform. Yeah, appreciates his weapon in hand. That's the bat. Not his AK-47. Nicely hit down the ground. In fact, the man on the other end needs 12 and just 11 runs to win. He can hit a boundary and get his 50 as well when the scores are leveled. He will not get an opportunity because this guy is planning to go home early. Now that's a great shot. That's what I was talking about him. He just opened his shoulders after hitting his 50. Look at that shot. He just hits them, and these are not that big shots because he hit many such shots in this previous innings which he played. This innings is just, I would say, 25% of what he played in the last match. They need 5 runs in the next 4 overs. Anil, meanwhile, on the other end would say, you just deprived me of my half century. So 5 to win. Anil on strike. That is nicely bowled. Good bowler is Mehul. And the Mavericks tried to make a match of it, but RMS strikers great as usual. Boundary to win it. He gets it with a sixer. That's hammered down the ground, and that would be no. Yes, a boundary to finish off. I thought it will go all the way. So done and dusted. This man back-to-back centuries finishes off in style. Straight it down the ground. Look, I thought it would go all the way. That was nicely bowled, beautifully flighted, but the shot slightly better. Down the ground, 2-3 bounces, beats the fielder. 2 bounces, into the fence it goes. That's the winning shot of the day. So they win this encounter 3-3 for the strikers. They and Old Monks are the team to be beaten. They are the 2 unbeaten teams. Just dying to see them face off against each other. So the story of the day, it is Mavericks, they managed 141, and RMS Strikers, they got it in 16.2 overs, that is 3.4 overs to spare. So from me, Santosh Medbawkar, and Shruti the scorer, and Shubham the broadcaster, goodbye on this wonderful Wednesday.